All right. Okay. Yeah, I want to sincerely appreciate Mr. Yusuf taking the bold step of becoming part of us in Energic International. And we are so glad to have you for helping us to open Cameroon market, which is a thing that we have been looking for, a leader who can take the business down. So thank God that you are meeting the right partners, which we are ready to give you all the necessary support. And also, I'm so glad that I'm sharing this with you. Now, Energic is a Japanese company since 1974. This wonderful company has been up and running, producing wonderful technology called Kangen machine. Kangen machine come into existence as a research done by a group of Japanese doctors over spring water. Spring water actually is a rock water, which locations where we have spring location usually is far away from where people live. So that is why, and also that is one. Then number two, group of Japanese doctors discovered that most locations where we have spring water, people that have access to it, they do call it miracle water because the water heals the body after they consume it. That's the reason why they have to go into a seasonal research, and they go into about 5 different locations to get the water. And after taking it to the lab, they discovered that all the 5 locations have the same healing property. And the healing property, they were going to share it with you in this presentation. So after they discovered this, they now look at it that is there any way that they can replicate this technology so that even in our home, we have tap water, we have borehole, we have well. How can this machine, how can we have a technology that can replicate, helping to improve our tap water into a spring water? So their research actually, they continue. They also discover there is another rock called titanium gemstone. Titanium rock is one of the rock that we have in the soil. So in that soil, we have gold, we have ruby, we have sapphire, we have emerald. So titanium is also one of the gemstones that God deposited in the soil. So they discovered in their research that using titanium rock to make a plate, when water passed through it, this with electric shock on it, which we call the process ionization. Now, this plate, we separate that water into 2 parts, positive electron water and negative electron water. So the 2 water was actually taken to the lab. The positive electron one, which is a bad water, have the same property of the regular water that we have, but the negative electron one has exact same property that is present in the rock. And that was the birth of Kangen technology in 1974. So when they produced the machine then, it was a bigger version because it was made to be distributed in the hospital. So they call the name of this technology after successful this research. So they call it Kangen because the group of doctors that went for it, they are Japanese. And Kangen is actually a Japanese language. It means return to origin. Simply means if you consume water from Kangen technology, you are getting to original source of water that God has deposited for our environment for us to have access to. So let's continue. So my name is Adeyemi Committee. I'm a CZ distributor of Energic International, and presently this is the highest position in the whole Africa, which we believe, as Mr. Yusuf is joining us, is also going to be a good leader in Cameroon. So now there's no how we can talk about Kangen water if you don't look at the present water that we have in our society. Most countries, we have so many factories, so many companies that produce plastic water. Now, plastic is a storage that they store this water in after production. Now, most companies produce the water at pH of 7, which is very fresh. In Nigeria, we have a body called NAFDAC. After company produce water in pH of 7, which is fresh, they take it to the NAFDAC. NAFDAC will approve it. After approval, the machine, the water will be, bring back to the factory and cook it into the plastics. After putting it in the plastics, between that time they cook it into that plastics. So the final consumer state, minimum the water stays in these plastics between 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, sometimes even 4 months. Okay? And between that duration of that storage, as at the time you are opening this plastic bottle, you are not drinking the same water that is being produced by the factory because there is a chemical used in producing these plastics. They call it bisphenol. Bisphenol is a chemical used to preserve every plastic you see. Now, why it is dangerous here? Because water sits in these plastics for too long. So that duration of stays make the chemical to leach and destroy the freshness of the water. Now, most people that also sell, like after the company produce, they will give it to their distribution systems, which are wholesalers and retailers. Most of them, after receiving it, they keep it in front of their offices to attract buyers that they have this product on sales. When the sun rises on these plastics and heat, and it makes that chemical to leach and destroy the freshness of the water. And that chemical called bisphenol will leach and destroy the freshness of the water. So bisphenol is one of the chemicals that actually causes both diseases in adults and children. So we need to stop drinking water from these plastics, because water actually is not meant to be stored. Water is meant to collect fresh and drink fresh. That is why you can see that our Kangen machine is actually needed in every home. So welcome to the world of Energic. Energic is the main name of the company that produces Kangen technology. So our product name is called Kangen machine, and the water coming out from there is called Kangen water. Now, there is no how we can talk about water. I mean, better head start with better water. Let's see if Kangen water could be the better water everyone is looking for. Here is the distribution channel. In 1974, when the first machine was produced, it was a bigger version and was directly supply the machine to hospital. It was only hospital that have access to Kangen machine until 1994. 1994 makes it 20 years of production of bigger size of the machine and were used in hospital. So 1994, they now produce the domestic model unit, which is called SZ501 that we have today, which has spent about 30 years in existence. Now, because people, after they come to hospital in Japan, okay, they will get their healings, but when they go back home, they drink the regular water and they fall sick back. So that is the reason why they have to produce the domestic model unit. And since then, they'll be using it to slow down. And it's actually reflecting in the Japan population to date, because most Japan population, they have the highest of people that live above 100 years, because Kangen water or ionized water slow down aging and take away diseases from human body. 1994, they produced domestic model unit and distribution starts, and that was when they launched network marketing distribution systems that pays distributors that help them to distribute the product around the world. Even after that, until 2003, the distribution was still done in Japan. So 2003, the distribution extended to New York. From New York, which is United States of America, they pick up the distributor, and a lot of doctors started writing books about this wonderful technology. And from New York, they spread to so many countries of the world today. So presently, Energic run business in 25 countries. In 2022, when we got information in Nigeria, they were still running 24 countries, but Nigeria was giving priority after they sell our demo and the 6 that we are pulling from the company, because then we do order the machine from France. So, but today, by late 2022, the company approved the office for us, and we got office around February last year. By May 10, we opened Energic Lagos. And Energic Nigeria now is the only Energic office in the whole Africa. So you can order your machine anywhere in Africa, but you are placing the order from Nigeria. All right. So we have 42 locations around the world. So in all these countries, even a country that we don't have an energy company, you can see order your machine. All we need to do is check the location where they put the country under, so that distribution can be done or sales can be done. Remember the story I tell about group of Japanese doctors collect water from 5 different locations. Here are the location: Ludan, France, Mexico, India, Germany. And if you look at, people are clean up because it is a miracle water, because the water heals their body, and that's why they call it miracle water. Now, the 5th location is Mecca, which is Saudi Arabia. Now, group of Japanese doctors led by Dr. Shiriakta discovered the 5 locations. All the water have the same property, and the property present is in spring water is called active hydrogen, which is not present in the regular water. Active hydrogen, if it is present in the water that you consume on a daily basis, is going to have this major 3 property, which is called antioxidant, anti-aging, and negative ORP. Now, negative ORP means oxidation reduction potential, meaning oxidation is not present in the spring water. Likewise, the replicate of the spring water, which is called Kangen machine, Kangen technology. Now, but in regular water, if you check oxidation potential in regular water, is usually positive, meaning the reading will not be negative. So, meaning regular water is actually oxidation present. So, Let's continue. Here is Kangen water filled with same active hydrogen that is present in the spring water. Now, this is a machine, level look SA501, produce 5 different types of water. The first button is a power button. The second button is purple button, which produce Kangen water for human consumption, range from 8.5 to 9.0. If you click the final click, it will give you 9.5. So you can do the click of Kangen button there 3 times to give you different steps of the pH. Now, the next button there is green button, which is a neutral, clean water, which is for medications and also for babies, child that is under breastfeeding. This is the best water for them. The next button there is a beauty water, which is a 5.5. This particular water is not made to be drink, but it is the best water for our skin. The next button, which is the final button, is called strong Kangen water, which is 11.5. And the last water is called strong acid water, which is 2.5. Now, how do you get this water? First, if you click Kangen button, you can get 8.5 or 9.0 or 9.5. When the Kangen one is coming out from this hose, there is a secondary hose which is under the machine that will dispense positive electron water. That positive electron water, if you check it, is beauty water. The pH is 5.5. Okay, so every time you are collecting Kangen water, the waste of that water is beauty water, meaning you can actually secure it and bathe with them. Now, when you click clean water is clean water. No positive, no negative. So the front one, you collect the clean water from, which is neutral water. Now, the final button, which is called strong Kangen water, which gives you 11.5 from the front hose. The back, which is waste of 11.5, is 2.5. 2.5 is the hand sanitizer, which we are going to talk about it. So let's continue. Now, the first water, which is the Kangen water, okay, which is the best water for our skin. It's the first property we're going to check here is called anti-oxidation, meaning Kangen water is not oxidation present. That is why it's automatic antioxidant. So if you drink water that is rich in antioxidant, it will slow down aging process in your body system. Human being begin to look more, beautiful and more handsome. That's because your body has a lot of antioxidant that give strength to your cell. Now, we live in a very high oxidation environment. If you live in an oxidation environment, that means it will reflect in your body system as aging. But why in things like apple, like nails, like tomato, it reflects as rottenness. How do I mean? If you give a fresh apple a bite, now you see it is white because the oxygen is actually present in the air, but the physical eyes cannot see it. Within a 10-15 minutes, the apple becomes brown. That will tell you that your environment is highly what? Oxidized. So now that is apple, that is rotten in nails and also tomato. When tomato is fresh, woman will make a very healthy meal from it. But once tomato become rotten, that is oxidation tomato, that is rotten tomato, then the soup will definitely lose its taste. Now, what we are saying here is to recognize oxidation in a tomato, you will know, in apple, you know, but when it comes to water, you cannot know because water is transparent in nature. So water to go through oxidation process. When that happens, it doesn't change taste, color, or smell. Now, in water, living tissue plus oxidation. That is, if the water you consume on daily basis is actually oxidation water, meaning it is a rotten water because a test will carry out on it, then you are simply taking in acidity into your tissue, and that will also invite a disease because oxidative stress will put your cell into a stress, which will not make the cell to become active to protect your cell. Now, to check oxidation in water, only 1 meter will tell you this, that this water is actually oxidation water, which is rotten water. It's called ORP meter, oxidation reduction potential. Now, this meter is usually made use of in swimming pool. In swimming pool, you need oxidation in swimming pool. That's why you have to pour all manner of chemicals into the swimming pool to increase the higher oxidation there. And the meter will be used to read the oxidation. It will give millivolt of at least positive of 1,005 to 2,000. The higher oxidation in swimming pool, the better for the swimmer, so that it will prevent, if any of the swimmers have any skin issue or skin rashes, they won't be able to transfer it to the next person. That's why they need to increase the oxidation in swimming pool. But sir, the water you drink should be negative reading from the meter. There must be a minus reading, okay, before the number. That shows that this water is called antioxidation, and that makes the water to become automatic antioxidant. You know, we call fruit also antioxidant. So if you also have this meter, the ORP meter, if you have a fresh fruit that you just pluck from your tree, blend it and make it a smoothie, it becomes a liquid, then drop the meter, you see that the reading will also give you negative. That is why all fruit is antioxidant and also vitamin C and the Chinese tea. Cod Oliver Hall will read 200 millivolts, but a glass cup of Kangen water will give you from 400 and above. What does that mean? It simply implies that a glass cup of Kangen water contains more of antioxidant than fruit, than Cod Oliver Hall, than vitamin C. But does that mean you should stop eating fruit or another? No, because fruit have all the nutrient and benefit that the body actually needed. But what we are saying is consume your fruit, but drink Kangen water after, so that your fruit can get more beneficial to your body cell. Now, look at your canned drinks, soda drinks, tap water. They are all negative reading of oxidation. I mean, positive reading of oxidation, including tap water, including purifier water, which is plastic water, reverse osmosis, and distilled water. They are all positive oxidation. A positive oxidation will spark aging and highly oxidation. So it will put a serious stress on yourself. That means your body will age fast and sickness will take place. So I have a video that's going to help us on this. So let's sit back and watch this video. Now, this video is Mr. Simon that was with us yesterday evening on the Zoom call. Now, the first water is tap water. The second water is reverse osmosis water. The third one is a Fuji. Fuji is a chemical, highly chemical dose water. It's also a highly chemical dosing water. Okay, but the fourth one, fifth one is soft drinks. Soft drink represent Coke, malt, Fanta, and all the sugar drinks. The last one is Kangen water, which freshly collect from Kangen machine. And actually from your tap will be, minus station out. So the meter is this. When the reading is coming from the meter, after dropping in the water, it should show a minus reading. But if there is no minus, it's silent plus. Now, tap water is 400 plus oxidation. Because osmosis is higher, Abina is also higher. No minus, it shows rotten water. But what sugarness, water will be higher than the rest of the water. 500 and above, it shows that sugar spark up acidity in human body, which bring aging. Now, look at Kangen water. It's the only one that is negative among all this water. So, Kangen water is rich in antioxidant, which makes the water to heal the body cell and help body to live healthy and slow down aging in human body. Now, this negative, when it goes into your body cell, it's converted to an electron. Electron means we help the water to transport faster into your cell to hydrate your body at optimal level and also give strength to your red blood cells and white blood cells so that they can become so, powerful in order to protect your body, because these are the soldiers of the body. Now, if the soldier is weak, then Boko Haram or Al-Shabaab will take over the country. But because your cells are not getting something to rejuvenate, to give them strength, to keep them, that is why that can happen. But once you take in water that is rich in antioxidant, then the red blood cells are powerful. They can be able to withstand or stop the activeness of cancerous cells in human body. That was why Kangen help people with cancer. Now, here we are looking at the antioxidant value in a glass cup of Kangen water versus fruit. For you to get the equivalent value of it, in banana, you need to eat 94 sticks of banana to get the antioxidant value that is present in a glass cup of Kangen water. In a carrot, it's about 38. But if I ask you which one is easier to consume, of course, Kangen water is easier to consume. But does you should stop eating fruit? Capital no, because fruit contain other nutrients like vitamin C, vitamin K, fibers, and all this is also needed in the body. But by consuming Kangen water after your fruit or using Kangen water to make your smoothie, you get more beneficial of that antioxidant in your body system. Now, the second property we're going to discuss is called anti-aging, which is under it is called alkalinity. Now, it's the most popular. Everybody wants their water to become alkaline because we know that our body system needs to become alkaline so that the cells can be highly what? Rejuvenated and highly strong in order to protect and prevent diseases in our body system. Now, when you talk about alkaline and acid, it's a kind of ratio measurement of the tissue in the system. Now, but before I talk about that, you see, there are so many ways of making water to become alkaline. The first ways, which I categorize it as induction, meaning if you pour baking soda into regular water, it becomes alkaline. If you pour lime into regular water, also become alkaline. There are companies that say alkaline bottle, okay? A particular company in Nigeria called Longbridge said alkaline bottle. Pour water into that alkaline bottle. After about 10-15 minutes, become alkaline. Or get a people to help you to dose your water. After pumping into the tank, they put a lot of chemical to increase the pH. Now, all that is induction because you had something into the water to step up the pH to alkaline. When you consume alkaline pH that is induced, that means you see the molecular structure of the water is still remain as a regular H2O water. So when you consume it, you feel the bloatness of the water in your tummy. So for your body to get access to that alkaline, it is your kidneys and your lungs that will break the water down to a smaller unit before your cell will have access to the alkaline. That is why you see doctors are being careful about alkaline because they only know that through those mix, alkaline can be mixed in water. Okay, but such alkaline will give serious effect on our kidneys, on our lungs, on our livers, and so on and so forth. The organs started having issue. As a matter of fact, induction alkaline water, you can't consume even 8 pH of it, but Kangen water, because it is a natural, it is a separation that happened to the original water without adding anything. That separation make the water to become 100% alkaline, 100% natural, and it can actually go to the cell, and you can consume 8.5, even 9.0 and 9.5 without any obstructions in your buffer. Your buffer is coming, your buffer is calling, that is your stomach where you have the digestive enzyme. Okay, it doesn't have any business with them because as your body consumes it, it goes straight to your cell because it is called ionization water. Now, to check pH in water, you need potential hydrogen liquid and also pH scale. Scales can be digits or color chart. Where we have color chart, so scales start from 0 and end in 14. Middle of the scale is 7. 7 mean on the color chart, 7 mean neutral, that is green. So anything below 7, light green, yellow, orange, red is called acid. And acid leads to what? Sickness for longer consumption. But anything above 7, which is blue, above 7 is blue, then dark blue is 8, purple start from 8.5 up to 9. That is healthy water, which is very good. So I also have another video that will help us. Let's sit back and watch the video of second property, which is called alkaline. Now, this is pH tester, potential hydrogen liquid. This liquid begins to help you as dropping into the water to check the measure of the pH scale. All right? A little drop of it into the water gives you pH. Now, look at the first water, tap water. The basosmosis is very acidic. Little alkaline because it's the induction. It's actually by chemical. That's why you see the water is blue. Kangen water is actually from. Look at sugar. Sugar is very, very acidic. Okay, sugar actually destroys the body, but the acid is more. Immediately you drink Kangen water, something begins to happen in your body TV, which cannot see. Physically now you can see it now. As you begin to drink Kangen water, you begin to destroy the acidity that you have built up over the years. Now, that's begin to build up your body system to alkaline that can be able to protect your body cells and give strength to yourself. But look at sugar. Sugar actually is a destroyer of our body system. It brings sickness. 49.5 into this water, you can see. Yes, it's not even moving to neutral, not clear becoming alkaline because acid there is very, very, very high. So it sparks up acid and destroys our body system. Okay, now look at what is going on there. The guy is pouring a little of it into the water. Immediately the alkaline there destroy. Immediately it destroy, become acid. That's to tell you that sugar is highly concentrated. It's things that helps that move our body faster to aging. It moves faster to disease. So we need to do what? Stop drinking it. Now, there's a research done in our company. Okay, it's one of our doctors that write books on Kangen technology. Dr. Romishinya, he said that if you drink a glass cup of sugar into your healthy body, and your healthy body become acid, and you have access to Kangen water, you need 33 cup of Kangen water, which is 9.5, to neutralize a glass cup of sugar that you drink. That means sugar is actually destroying our body system. So, but if you do to flush it out, you need to drink a lot of Kangen water to build your tissue back to, healthy tissue. All right. So, if I ask you now, among all this water, which water are you going to drink? Of course, you tell me Kangen water, because that is the best water that your body actually needed. Okay. So that is second property that we have in Kangen water. The first property is called antioxidant. The second property is called alkaline, which is anti-aging. So, but to cap it up, the alkaline acidic body, there is a research done by a doctor. His name is called Dr. Otto Eric Warburg. He did the research in 1923 and got a physiology Nobel Prize in 1931. He proved in his works that the metabolism of tumor, it demonstrated that all forms of cancers are characterized by two basic conditions, which is acidosis and hypoxia. The meaning of hypoxia there is lack of oxygen. Lack of oxygen in the human body will breed acidosis. And acidosis will make cancerous cells to be empowered, will make cancerous cells to dominate the body and kill the owner of the body. That is cancer in the body. But immediately you introduce Kangen water that is rich in antioxidant, that has oxygen in there, okay, immediately cancerous cells, which is being in the tissue, are powerless. They are powerless. They have no strength to be able to have any mix of dominating the whole body system, because immediately you will supply that oxygen that is present in negative in Kangen water, your cells are very, very active. Cancerous cells, they are powerless. So that is why he also said in the last paragraph, he said, the prime is set 35% of oxygen. Within 48 hours, he said those cells can become cancerous. So that is why we say Kangen machine is a need in every home that you need to have in order to help your family, because whatever stress we are going through, whatever money we are trying to look for in order to keep the family intact, you need the health of the family, because if one of the family is sick, then there's a serious problem in the whole bodies of family, they are sick. The last property, which is called microcluster. Microcluster is talking about small water cluster that lead to easy absorption. Because the water is micro, easily the water can absorb into your cell without your tummy have any business with the water. Human body is made up of 70% of water. That is, your body system is actually more of water, not food that we always stock into our body all the time. From age 40 to 45 years and above, you need to eat less of food or cooked food. Eat more of uncooked food, which is what? Fruits, vegetables, and drink a lot of water, which the best water is water that is micro-sized in unit. To approve or to testify to that, look at the range of water in the organs in the body. In the lungs, about 80%, 90%, in the blood is 82%, skin 80%, muscle 75%, brain 70%, bone 22%. Can you imagine that? Now let's talk about blood. If blood composition is made up of 82% of water, meaning the remaining thing that make up the cells to become 100% is, which is 18%, is called platelet, red blood cells, and white blood cells. So the blood there is the electron, which is help to make the blood to flow when the heart is pumping. But when you cannot imagine, if water you are drinking every day, they're supposed to help the blood to be able to, to transport. If the blood is lacking in the blood, what happens? The cholesterol, the body begin to build up, the sticking part of that cholesterol begin to build up and begin to narrow down the arterial wall. That is called low density of lipoprotein. And when that happens, then the blood will not be able to flow. When the blood is not flowing, then the BP will begin to go higher. So that is high BP, and that can lead to organs failure. And that can lead to stroke or hypertension. So this water is very, very, very important in the human body, because water stands as an electron in the body. But if the water is not having oxygen, there is no how the water can hydrate the body system. So most of the time, our body is in dehydration form. Two other reasons why your water needs to be micro-sized is, number one, supply channel of nutrient into the body. So where do you get nutrient from? From the food and fruit that you consume every day. A lot of nutrients are present in those food. But the water you drink after those food will determine whether the nutrient will get to your body. Second, detox, channel waste out of the body. That is where you get waste from, also from the food and fruit that you consume. Larger portion of it is actually waste, which mostly stock up in the colon. Now, the water you now drink after the consumption of those food will determine whether the waste will be what? Flushed out through defecation, through urinations and all that. So water needs to be what? Micro-sized so that it can hydrate our body system to help detox, to help channel waste out of the body, to also help rejuvenation of the cell. Now, microclothing is also talking about better hydration. Better hydration means the water hydrates your body. That means your body swim in water. When that happens, then the system naturally can detox, can eliminate toxic through urination and through defecation, so that your system will not stock up a lot of toxic in the system. Regular water is H2O. That H2O makes the cluster to be larger in volumes of 15 to 20 molecules. That is regular water in chemistry. Now, it becomes so larger, the cluster is limit the absorption because it's not penetrating. When you drink a regular water, your tummy feels the presence and it's bloated. That bloatedness means even when you're drinking the water, you see that your mouth keep asking you to drink more. You don't get enough of it because why? The one you fill up your tummy, your system, your body is not recognized as water. So you are still in high tasty on that particular time. So the same water, which is H2O cluster of 15 to 20, go into Kangen machine. Kangen machine will help you to break down the molecule structure to a smaller unit of 5 to 6 molecules. That makes it to become a smaller and easy to penetrate to the cell. And when the cells are being rejuvenated, then you have a strong antibody. So to do this, I have also another video that will help us. Now, to check microcluster in water, we are using a tea bags. Now, tea bags is a typical thing that you can check microcluster in water. To make a tea, we boil the water. At boiling state, the water, which is micro, that hotness is micro. That's why you drop it into the water. Drop tea into it and it brews it. But once the faster brews of this tea is micro. Kangen water has brewed the tea. Why the regular water is struggling? This is what a typical thing that happens in your body after you drink the water. Kangen water will penetrate your cell. Why this? The other one is still struggling to go into your body cell. So that means Kangen water is the only one that is micro-sized, while the other one is too larger, is not able to penetrate the tea. Now, the second property we are checking is absorption of nutrients. After the good food that the wife food, so the water you drink after will determine. Once two sides of tea in two different types of water. What happens? Kangen multiply the nutrients. Why regular water destroy the nutrients in that tea? So a lot of beneficial of Kangen water is you can't quantify it in human body. Because as you change your water to Kangen water, you have definitely changed your life totally. That is what our slogan says, change your water, change your life. So it's not just only drinking water, but the benefit is so enormous that you can't even count, you can't make a count of it. Every time, I can tell you this, that since 2022 August, when I wore the first demo, till date, I have not drank any other water. I've remained with Kangen water. And at 54 years old, I don't have any IBP. I don't have any health challenges that I'm nursing. I'm living healthy and living fantastic. And every day, I can do 3 to 4 different presentations, and yet I'm not complaining and I'm not eating. I don't eat every day. Every day, I only eat once in a day. My food comes around 6 and 7 p.m. at night, every day. Since 2022, when I started this business, I'll be doing that. Before you can see me eating 3 times in a day, 2 times in a day is very difficult. I only take 1 meal in a day, and most of the time, my water is very close to me. So I have it. If you have, kindly share. If I ask you now a question put it before you, which water will you drink among this water? You agree with me? Kangen water is the best, which you cannot get anywhere. So what I'm presenting is not just a theory. It's not something that I've not been approved of by professionals. It has been approved and even write a book to keep the knowledge to the next generation. The first water I'm introducing to you this afternoon is called Dr. Rumishinya, a co-inventor of colonoscopy. This guy wrote a book called Enzyme Factor. And this guy is a co-inventor of colonoscopy. Is a putting camera from your back end to get access to your internal body system, especially your colon, to check all the residue deposit there, because your colon will determine the state of your health. If you stock up a lot of, death in your colon, then you will be having a lot of diseases in your body system. Your cell, everything will be down. That's why they said death in the colon. So this guy discovered or invent that procedures called colonoscopy. Now, the next one is Dave Carpenter. Dave Carpenter is a naturopathy doctor. He writes a book called Change Your Water, Change Your Life. All these doctors come into energy business, into these systems from 2003 when the network distribution entered New York. Dave Carpenter writes a book called Change Your Water, Change Your Life. And that book is a Bible of Kangen technology. Mr. Yusuf, when you come to Nigeria, please contact me so that I can give you these two books. You can buy them, okay? So that you can be using it to have more knowledge about it, because everything you see me doing this afternoon is from these two guys, from Dr. Romishinya and Dave Carpenter. I read the book like any other thing. So the third one is called Bob G. Wright, director of American Anti-Cancer Institute. This guy is not a doctor, but he's the director of American Anti-Cancer Institute. He writes a book called Killing Cancer, Not People. Now, there is a message he's sending to the bodies. This body of Anti-Cancer Institute, if anybody have cancer, they do recommend them to go for chemo. But G. Wright discovered that there's a technology who can help people, helping their water to ionize. And he said, I will never recommend anyone that have cancer to go for chemo, because he knew that chemo is a serious business and it killed the persons than the cancer itself. So that is why he said, I will kill the cancer, not the people. That's why the tag name of the book. All right, so let's see what this book is and what they share about Kangen technology. On page 6, chapter 6 of this book, step 3 of the cancer diet, restructures ionizer water to save your life. He's talking to people that have cancer. Now, on page 158, he said, I believe that ionizer water is mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer. On page 168, he said, if I were looking for electrolyte unit today, I would choose SD501 made by Energy Company. Simply is telling you that there are other ionizer machine out there, but this is the best because it has proof and I've tested it and I've used it on so many people that have diseases and they have seen that this is the best. So that's why it's giving all this. He now gave Kangen machine a name. He says simply the Rolls Royce of water ionizer. Meaning when you have Kangen machine in your home, it's like you have a replica of Rolls Royce in your home. What the machine will do is to keep the health of your family. He said Kangen water, being in business for 30 years, because the book we're talking about, he wrote it about 20 years ago. So presently, Energy is 50 years in business. On page 170 of the same Killing Cancer Not People, he said, I have no financial interest in Energy Company, nor do I receive any remuneration for my recommendation. Like we said, they are giving it willingly for next generation so that if you are sick or you're having serious health challenges, it's not the end of life. Dr. Romishinya, co-inventor of colonoscopy, a professor of surgery in Abayisin College of Medicine, New York, okay, on enzyme factor on page 159, said Kangen water is alkaline-rich water. The pH range between 8 to 9 and is considered the very best of drinking water because of its incomparable power of hydration and detoxification and anti-oxidation. So Dr. Romishinya wrote 4 books before he died, okay? And he died at the age of 96 years old and about 6 years ago. So these are 4 books he wrote to contribute to the world of medicine worldwide. Okay, so let's see what it says about Kangen technology. Okay, this is testimony that I recorded. All right, testimony that I recorded, okay, before I pass on inflammation. Inflammation means the body is too acidic, and acid means your body needs alkaline on daily use, but it's not present in your consumption of food. So body begin to go to the joint to draw the alkaline that is present in the cartilage. Okay, that is the brace in between the bones. And that will lead to inflammations, and that is arthritis or rheumatoid becomes so severe. So another one is breast cancer and chronic constipation. You can see the system, the colon is filled with a lot of residues, a lot of deposits of residue toxic in the system. So 3 months of drinking Kangen water, the system is back to normal. This is someone with a cancer, but is running through chemo. Remember, chemo is a targeted therapy. It kills both the good and the bad cells in the cell, in the body system. Now, 3 months of drinking Kangen water, the whole cells is back alive and healthiness have taken order of the days of the body. So this is the first testimony we recorded in Nigeria when we started the business in 2022. This lady, her name is Titi, all right, in Wosurike. Our friend gave her a call in the month of August when we were having demo in Maryland, that there is a miracle water in Maryland, and she just finished a dose of chemo of 6 in month of May that particular year. he said after this dose of chemo, her life becomes so worse. She was expecting death at that time. She cannot sleep. She cannot eat. She cannot walk. No energy, nothing, because the whole system is down. So she was actually waiting for death when the call came in, and one of her friends give her a call. She's over, give her a call that there's a miracle water. And she said that she's been looking for miracle. After she finished the dose of chemo, she has not been finding it so easy. So she came down and started taking the water. I remember vividly that day, he met myself and Mr. Simon. And Simon said, A1, give this woman first a glass cup of 11.5, and 10 minutes after, we started giving her 9.5, because what will heal the body is actually the 9.5, but we use the 11.5 to facilitate the healing process. Okay? What you are seeing here is 5 weeks after started taking Kangen water. The next photograph, which is the last one, is in 9 months after. Now, her testimony is that she said that if anybody tell her that she will escape 2022, she said she never believed it. She believed that that year is the final year that she's going to spend on health. But to the glory of God, God kept us alive with courtesy of Kangen technology. Right now, as I'm talking to you, she's in Ohio, in Canada, went for a visit of her son. To the glory of God, this month, she's coming back to Nigeria, okay? So she has been promoting the business. So here is, you can ask Google, the drinker or people that drink Kangen water around the world, you'll be amazed at people you see. You see Obama, you see Mariah Carey, you see Donald Trump's, okay? All of them, Big Gates, this is water, even CR7, you see them, a lot of them that they are drinking this water. So let's continue. Let's look at the 541, produce 5 different types of water, but we have only discussed only one. The next water is green water, which is clean water for medication for babies. Babies from a child, a newborn baby, that is the water for them. You can't give them Kangen water, all right? But what you give them is neutral water, all right? So neutral water is the best for babies, okay? Because their body system is already alkaline. Babies, all of us, we are born alkaline. It is our lifestyle and environment that move our body to acid. So babies are naturally alkaline. That's why they have a very good smell, okay? Now, you give them neutral water, okay? After they've started eating normal food from 9 months to 10, then you can step them up to Kangen water, because they're already pouring up a lot of carbohydrates into their system, all right? So if you want to take your medication, please don't use Kangen water. Use clean water or regular bottled water, because doctor prescribe those drugs based on the absorption of the water they are using. So if you use Kangen, which makes the absorption to be higher, the drugs might become overdosed. The next water is beauty water. Beauty water is the next water which produced from the same machine, which is the waste of Kangen machine. Kangen water. So Kangen water, which is beauty water, is 5.5. It dispenses simultaneously as while Kangen is coming from the front hose, which is here, but the secondary hose will dispense beauty water, which you can store it and take it to the bathroom and bathe. The next water, okay, beauty water, we also have another machine called an ISPA.
An Anespa shower machine, an experience what true health and hydration looks like on your body, skin, and hair. We cannot wait for you to experience your first Anespa shower.
Our skin is like a sponge. It absorbs everything. So I use the Anespa because it helps to eliminate chlorine, and it also adds other minerals. It's like having a Japanese hot spring in your own home.
It's a bit different, but it's made from the same great Japanese company. And while I'm showering, I really feel like I'm in a hot spring. My skin feels refreshed. I feel rejuvenated. My hair feels great. There's no smell in the water. And I step out there just feeling like a whole new person.
So if you're using an ISPA or using Kangen, beauty water, this is what you also get. Moisturize your skin and nourish it and let it look more, relaxed, and take away dryness, take away wrinkleness, and keep your body skin moisturized. That is number 3. Number 4, now look at it. How life could have been if you can keep the tenderness of your skin from the day you were born up to this age. Life will have been beautiful, and it smiles on your face. And I said to you, change your water, change your life. So number 4 water is called 11.5. 11.5 is the last button on the machine, which will dispense it from the front hose. The down hose will dispense 2.5. Now, 11.5 is not a regular water to drink, but for those that have for emergency cases, you can use 11.5. Just a glass cup is okay. And also, when you are using it like that, you can't just drink 11.5. You must drink minimum of, for that day to run over, at least 3 to 4 liters of 9.5, because 9.5 is the main water that will heal the body cell. But 11.5 will only help to facilitate the water into your cell so that you can, start getting recovery as fast as possible. So a little drop of 11.5 to your body cells will service your body faster, while 9.5 will perfect the work. Now, 9.5 is also the best to wash your fruit and vegetables. Every food, both rice, beans, and apple, everything is actually coming from the farm. And farmers spray our farm with a lot of chemicals, pesticide, herbicide, and all that. Now, farmers don't just spray with chemical, but they use oil-based chemical. That because farmers know that oil and water don't mix. That's why they use oil-based chemical. So that after they spray the farm and rain fall thereafter, so the rain will not wash the chemical they spray. That's the reason why they use oil-based chemical. Now, after going back to harvest the crops in the farm, the chemical is still there. They bring it to the market and we bring it home. So you need Kangen machine that can help you to solve this problem. Remember, first, I have a video that will also show you the proof of what I'm talking about. So let's watch. Now, here we have sesame oil. Remember, oil and water don't mix. So let's watch. Okay, thank you. You said you need the volume, so I will increase it. Okay, now 11.5 is water coming out from this technology. The first water is tap water. The first water is tap water, which cannot mix the oil because it's very larger in molecule. So the oil will stay afloat, water goes down. That is the normal temperature of water and oil. But 11.5, the microprocessor capability, they have the power to emulsify. Emulsification means breaking the oil and water, mix it together so that the oil and water cannot be separated. So that's the meaning of emulsification. So you can also do the same thing for your apple, or your rice, or your beans, or your turkey, on every farm produce you are bringing to your home before you cook it. Now, wash it on 11.5 on tomato. Regular water can only remove dust and sand, but 11.5 has the power to break both the chemicals that are inside the fruit. So wash it within 2 minutes, okay, or within 1 minute. Regular water can only remove dust and sand, but it cannot remove the pesticide that have been sprayed by the farmer, or the sniper that have been used on the beans to preserve beans and make weevils not to be in beans anymore. Those days we used to have weevils in beans. Right now, we don't have it. They use snipers. Now, look at the result of 11.5 on that tomato. The result is amazing. This is what we have been eating before now, and this have been contributing immensely into the state of our health. And I tell you, if you are paid $100, you'll be able to drink this, because this is actually destroying our cell and makes our immunity to be weaker and weaker. This is 11.5 on soaking strawberry. You can see the result, while the regular one can only remove dust and sand. If it's not safe to breathe, how can it safe to eat? The farmer is spraying a very dangerous chemical on the farm, okay, while he protects himself. That shows that this thing is highly dangerous, is highly dangerous. It cannot touch the skin of human. That is why he protects himself as he is going to the moon, okay? But you need to be on the know. 11.5 can help you to solve these problems permanently. Last water is called strong acid water, which is the waste of 11.5. So the two water come out simultaneously, all right? So 2.5 is actually one of the reasons why they use Kangen machine in hospital in Japan for surgical equipment sterilization. 2.5 is a sanitary water. It destroys germs, 99.9% of germs. Very, very potent, very, very active water. You can use it on your skin. If you have bad breath, you have bad breath, or you have toothache, use 2.5 to goggle your mouth. You see the result is amazing. You have skin issue, psoriasis, eczema, or after shaving, after barbing, use 2.5 to spray it on your head to get rid of whatever, wound that you have from the clipper. Then 2.5 can be used to sterilize your environment, to filter it on your farm, to clean your glass, to clean your computer, to clean your phone. A lot of virus is on the phone, which 2.5 is the best. Now, let's work 2.5 as a sanitary water on human skin. This is someone that have eczema. 2 weeks drinking Kangen water to take care of the internal body, while 2.5 take care of the external body. This is someone with psoriasis before and after, before and after. This is another man that suffers psoriasis for good 15 good years in Kota Kinabalu. That's about 2 months of drinking 9.5 and spraying 2.5 on the affected area. The result is really amazing. This lady is a Suzanne, Singaporean. She had a psoriasis in her face. 2 months of spraying 2.5 and drinking 9.5. The result is amazing. Now, a lot of certificate and award is given to this technology, which we like to share with you. But first, Ministry of Japan sanctified Kangen machine with this certificate as a medical device certification. After carry out a series of research on each water coming out from this machine, and their reports, pointing at this machine is actually a medical device. If you even look at everything I've been talking about since morning, this cannot just be a purifier machine. This is a complete medical device equipment. Secondly, an international standard organization give 13,485, the same certification given to all medical equipment in hospital. So that actually confirmed what Ministry of Health did in Japan, that this indeed is a medical device. International gave it 13,485. So all medical equipment hospital, this is the same certification given to them by International Standard Organization. So Kangen machine is the only home appliance that is a medical device. In 2003, when this technology distribution entered New York, Water Quality Association, United States of America, sanctified Kangen machine with this gold sealed, okay, that it is a premium product, is a product that we recognize with, that is healthy for the consumptions of human beings. When you have it in your home, it can convert your tap water into a healthy water. So this certificate distinguishes Kangen from every other machine you can see out there, whether ionization or water purifier. Now, this is a machine. It produced Level Look SZ501 is a medical device. It's not a water purifier. It's not an alkaline machine. You don't call Kangen machine or Kangen water alkaline water. If you do so, you are bringing the value of the water down, because all this I'm talking about, alkaline machine out there cannot do it. So if you call Kangen machine or Kangen water alkaline water, you are simply bringing down the value down. So call it what? Ionized alkaline water or hydrogen-rich water. Okay, that is what you call it. They call the machine Kangen machine. Thank you. Now, this is a factory. Since 1974, this factory is producing this technology and distributing it around the world. Do you see value in this presentation? What value will you place on this machine? Please go to the chat box, type 777. 77 is what I use as a symbols of perfections, as a symbols of value in my presentation, and also in the machine in Kangen technology. Go into chat box, or you can write it there. Whatever value you want to place, type it there. It will highly recognize. So thank you, Mr. Brian, for that 777. Now, do you agree with me? Kangen machine is the best gift for your family. Okay, do you agree with me? Level Look SZ501 produce 5 different types of water and flashing model of 7 solid titanium plates. The value of it today, SZ501 is 4,837,500. Then the smaller one is 4,085,000 naira. Directly paid to Energy Nigeria, and your machine will be supplied. Junior has 4 plates. These 2 machines, or the third one, which is a SZ501 Platinum, 3 of them are very fantastic for commercial and also for private use. Any of it can be used for that. Okay, so the machine comes with 5-year warranty, minimum lifespan use. From next month, it becomes 30 years minimum lifespan use, because every 5 years they update the minimum lifespan use. So currently we are still using 25, because by June next month, Kangen machine SZ501 will be 30 years from the inception of production. So once from the date of purchase, your warranty started reading, it will cover 5 years. Then 25 years is the minimum lifespan, which may be 30 years by next month. From next month, we start measuring it 30 years minimum lifespan use. According to Mr. Oshiru said, once you buy Kangen machine, the only one you're going to have for your entire lifestyle, and also willing to your next generation. Thank you, and God bless you. So The next is, this is a platinum covered, which is a 5,165,000. So this one speaks 5 language and is a platinum silver color covered. Okay, it has same 7 platinum plate inside, also speaks 5 languages. Okay, but the value is 5,160,000. So the next one is K8. This K8 has 8 plates and speaks 8 languages, but the value is 6,235,000. So any of this machine, but I don't recommend K8 for commercial. If you know you want to commercialize your Kangen water, please go for any of the 3 that I've mentioned. But for private use, okay, you can go for K8. Is a touch screen and it speaks 8 language. Very fantastic. They all produce same volume of water, and minimum lifespan is 30 years. Now, the Anispa, remember, this Anispa is installed in your bedroom for producing of water, which is called spa water. Now, that is beauty water, all right? So this one doesn't produce Kangen water. It's only producing water to bathe, not to drink. So the value is 3,870,000 naira. It's called Anispa DX, all right? So you can place order for it. Mostly people buy Anispa plus SD501. So that one is Kangen water for your water to drink. Why this one? Install it for the best gift for your wife. Maybe wedding anniversary, you can present your wife with Anispa shower machine. Now, all the things I've discussed, you agree with me, Kangen machine is priceless, is the best gift for your family. SD501 is 4,837,500. Only medical grade water machine, ISO 13,485, medical standard, only machine that can produce 11.5 and 2.5. 5-year minimum warranty, 25 years last span. That's the minimum last span. One of the kind patented cleaning system. That is, the machine do auto services. You are fetching the water. Once the machine right cleaning, don't fetch. Allow it to flow, allow the water to flow. Once you finish internal services, it will tell you Kangen water 9.5. So once that happens, you can start collecting. The next is e-cleaning is a service you do on the machine. If you are under commercial, you have to do e-cleaning every month. To do e-cleaning, the powder is come with the machine, which you just give a video, watch it, and follow the steps. All right. But if you're using it for private use, you do e-cleaning once in 3 or 4 months, only once. Okay. But commercial is every blessed month. So this is what I have to present to you. If you have any question, before you go to the second part, which is business aspect, please, this is account details, which I've sent to the forum, the same account details, which you can transfer and get it to us. So please, the floor is actually open for question and answer. Kindly open your floor. I really appreciate for your time that you stay with me to this moment of finishing the presentation. Thank you and God bless you. Please open the floor for question and answer. You can unmute yourself and start asking questions. I'll be here to take care of your question and answer. Thank you and God bless you.